What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more NBA plays today over on PrizePicks. We've started the playoffs 1-0. We cashed yesterday. Looking to cash yet again today. Yesterday, though, we had Trae Young over 26.5 points. Bro dropped a basket and then got ejected right after, so he cleared by 1.5 points, thankfully, for that last basket right before the ejection. So nice little cash from Trae Young. Looking to keep it up, though, with some more winners today. We also cashed our MLB play yesterday in Juan Soto, but I got some NBA plays for you in this video. We're going to get to these plays, but if you guys want a third play tomorrow, be sure to leave a like on this video here, because 175 likes, and I'll drop a third play in tomorrow's video also. And before we get to these free plays today, don't miss out on joining the DubClub. In the DubClub, you get all of my plays sent straight to your phone. It includes access to my Discord, as well as just getting all my plays sent straight to your phone as soon as I lock them in, basically. You get the plays sent through the DubClub or the Discord, and included in the Discord is plays from my contributors and Asby's, Emo, and Prop the Props. These guys all do some great work. Emo's been on fire as of late, going 9-1 in his last 10 plays, not including Podsy right here. But you also get access to my Discord chat where we talk to me and other members about what's going on. They share plays all the time. There's a guy in here posting his soccer plays all the time. Cash you out on those typically. You also have my Underdog Streaks plays as well as my PrizePicks correlation slips here. We've been able to cash some PrizePicks correlation slips relatively easily. There's some big long-term profit, I think, with these slips. And you see here, we just cashed a 23.5x just not yesterday, but the day before. I knew I should have posted an athletics play yesterday, which would have cashed. I'm really kicking myself for not doing that. We really should have cashed back-to-back days, but I will likely be having some MLB correlation slips posted to the Discord today also. So don't miss out. You can join with that free trial, but you get all that included. And I haven't talked about my performance yet here. In the NBA, we were over 87 units of profit this year. NHL over 50 units of profit. To put that into perspective, if you had $50 on each play, you'd be over $7,000 of profit. So don't miss out any longer. Get that free trial in my description or join for the next month for only $15, which is $20 off of your first month. But with that out of the way, let's get to these free plays. Make sure that you play responsibly at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And the most important thing, though, is having those notifications on. That way you can get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. If you're not yet on PrizePicks, be sure to use promo code DOMG for a play $5, get $50 instantly promo. Let's get to these plays. The first play on the PrizePicks board for the playoffs here, day number 2, I'm going to go with Nikola Vucevic tonight. And I'm going to take his over 10 rebounds on the PrizePicks board. I like him up to 10.5, but of course, DubClub is able to get him at 10 rebounds. If you have notifications on for this video, you'll be able to get him at 10.5 also. But of course, DubClub secures the best value as soon as I post. But Vucevic here's in a great spot for his rebounds. He's had at least 10 in 93% of games this year. And if you look at games where he's played at least 28 minutes, he's over in 66%. And with 30 plus minutes, he's over in 73%. Of course, as you increase the minutes, the hit rate gets better and better typically. And with it being a playoff game and a must-win situation, win or go home, I think Vucevic's going to come to play here in terms of his minutes, as well as hopefully rebounding as well. He's a pretty nice matchup now against Miami, who ranks 19th in rebounds allowed per game this year at 44.7. But center specifically, they rank 22nd, allowing 12.9 rebounds per game to opposing centers. So it's a pretty good matchup, I would say. And in the past, he's proven that's a good matchup for him. He has covered this in 5 straight games against them and both games against them this year. Back in February, he had 11. And just last week, about 7 days ago, he was able to have 11 also in that game, where he also, by the way, played 35 minutes. So clearly wound up on the court there against Bam Adebayo, for example. But this game also has a 1-point spread, but I'm not super concerned about that anyway, even if it was a bigger spread, because at the end of the day, it is a win or go home situation. And I think Vucevic's in a great spot here for his minutes, like I said, because when he sees those high minutes, he's been absolutely killing this line. So I don't really get why this one's so low. I really don't, especially with the matchup just being good for him and him getting it done against them in the past. I think it's a really good spot. Opposing centers as of late against Miami have been pretty good, like Tristan Vucevic, for example, had 11 against them with only a 5.5 rebound line. Started a 5.5 line, he was able to drop 8 against them. You have Bona here with an 8.5 line, had 11 rebounds. Zach Edey, 8.5 line, had 13 rebounds. These guys with a little bit of a higher line have been cruising here against Miami. So I think Vucevic's just the next guy in line to do it. He just did it against them 1 week ago. I don't see why I can't do it again. Give me Nikola Vucevic over his rebounds at 10 on the PrizePicks board. And again, I like him up to 10.5. I think the 10.5 spot is still very good, especially if you look at games where he's playing those high minutes. He's still been extremely good this year. So I like the spot for 10 rebounds as well as 10.5. Before we get to my next play, if you're not already on DraftKings Pick 6, it is a newer app from DraftKings. It's available in DFS states. So if you have PrizePicks in your state, there's a pretty good chance that DraftKings Pick 6 could also be in your state. Make sure you use promo code DOMG because that'll get you this promo here of play $5, get $50 instantly. There's some really nice looking numbers on this app, as you can see here for some of these guys. There's a lot of cool categories like 10 plus rebounds or 30 plus points. some categories that you don't see on most other apps out there. So it's a pretty good app. Make sure you get it for yourself in my description by using promo code DOMG to get this promo here. Play $5, get $50 instantly. Now getting to my second play here, we're going to head over back to the rebounds category and look today at Domantas Sabonis here over his rebounds. Although I do prefer a Goblin here at 10.5. I do actually like his rebounds at 11.5 too. Also, if you want a slightly better payout, I'd kind of stay away from the 13.5. I think the 10.5 or 11.5 just makes a lot more sense to me personally. But Domantas here has had at least 11 rebounds in 83% of games. He's had at least 12 in 76% of games this year. It's a major difference compared to his 13.5, obviously, as you can see there. But you can see he's been over, though, 10.5 and 83%. He's in a great spot. Because also, if you look at games where he's played at least 30 minutes, which of course we are expecting in a win-or-go-home situation, he's over an 86%, like I said. In wins this year, gets typically even better. Still over an 86%, but has been pretty good in these more recent games. The only games he's really missed were against Utah. Probably should have been over in that game. But you also have Cleveland here, a tough matchup. Memphis there, tough matchup, as well as the Houston Rockets there, tough matchup. This is his best matchup out of all those misses that he's had against Dallas. They rank 24th rebounds allowed per game, but to centers, they rank 16th still at 12.6. And in the past this year against Dallas, he's actually been pretty crazy for his rebounds. He's had 16 and 15 against them. Very good rebounding games. Although I don't believe Anthony Davis played in these games, I'm still not super concerned because in the past, he's still been pretty good against Anthony Davis. You see here that he's had at least 12 rebounds in 8 straight games against Anthony Davis. One of these games he missed, he had 10 rebounds against them still, so he basically hooked that 10.5 line, but you can just see how good he has been with his rebounds here against Anthony Davis. So I think he's in a great spot, I really do. It's a pretty good matchup against Dallas, even though a lot of these games that do factor in, I will say Anthony Davis, of course, was not playing, so it's a little bit skewed, but still, Domantas still has a good history against Davis, so I'm not concerned there. Give me the over here for Domantas here over his rebounds at 10.5 or 11.5. Kind of would stay away from the 13.5, but if you are comfortable taking that spot, go for it. I do kind of lean DeRozan's points just a little bit over 24.5. I'm just still a little bit skeptical of DeRozan here, with it being a completely new situation, even though it's the playoffs and typically just plays a little bit harder. There's still guys like Zach LaVine on the team, so I'm just kind of staying away from DeMar DeRozan, but I do lean his over on the points for those of you that are interested in hearing my leans. But the two main plays are going to be Nikola Vucevic over 10 rebounds and Domantas Sabonis here over 10.5/11.5 rebounds. I like both these spots quite a bit here, but Vucevic is going to be the main play here at the over 10 rebounds. More free plays will be available over in my Discord or Twitter, but of course you get all of my plays over in the DubClub. I recommend at least checking out the free trials if you're a little bit skeptical, or you could just join right now and $20 cheaper if you get in right now, if you just spend the $15 now instead of the $35 later. There's a ton of perks here. You get not only my plays, but my 3 contributors plays here. You get the Discord chat to talk to me, get in my mind a little bit if you guys want to have any questions about strategies or just plays in general. I'm very, very active in this Discord for the most part. Every guy that in the Discord will pretty much tell you that. I also have a pretty good community too that's pretty active. And you also, of course, get my underdog streaks plays as well as my PrizePicks correlation slips. We've already started the underdog streak, as you can see here. Should be adding to that today. And we, of course, will have some PrizePicks correlation slips here, which we just banked for a 23.5x, not yesterday, but the day before. Although, like I said earlier in the video, we really should have gone back-to-back, man. If I just posted that athletics play, kicking myself for not doing that, man, because they cashed by the 3rd inning. Here's some more free plays from the Daily Grind tool. This tool, you can show off the best expected value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, I love some League of Legends value plays, like some CSGO plays, some PGA plays. A lot of good plays are available on the PrizePicks board right now. And you can also find some NBA all the time, by the way. Like they like Davion Mitchell here over 5 assists a lot, which I actually think could be a pretty good spot in terms of value there. And you also can find a play on PrizePicks super easily. Like if you're really into 2-pick power plays like me, you can find it super easy by clicking on plus CV plays and then clicking on the 2-pick power play, or simply 5-pick or 6-pick flex. If you want the tool here for yourself, get it for yourself in my description by clicking on the fancy bundle and then scroll down. Be sure to use promo code DOMG. There's another tool though available in my description, sold from the same guys, called the Asset Generator. This tool is over 2,000 units of profit since last year, and there are 6 slips currently on the board for apps like Underdog or PrizePicks. Right now on PrizePicks, I love some plays right now in League of Legends, some PGA, some NHL, and some NBA. It has a profit margin right now of 9.2%, and if you click on Bound on PrizePicks, it puts it into PrizePicks for you, just like that, super easily. Get this tool here for yourself in my description, but this time click on the slip generator and then scroll down and be sure to use promo code DOMG yet again. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Best of luck. If you want to make over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, you can watch this video on your screen right now.